Okay, y'all. What we gonna learn today, right? It's some dumb stuff that people say that kind of really irk me. Grind my gears, get my goat, or whatever the sayings are. Y'all know what they are. One of them is when people say, "Oh, grow your own food," right? I've been seeing that quite a bit lately because of this, you know, parasite that's going around, people getting sick, people being hospitalized, right? Whatever, right? And it's affecting mostly produce. And it's so many people that will say, oh, these are the times to grow your own food, grow your own food, grow your own food, right? Even if we started growing food today, do you know how long that's going to take before it's ready to eat? And I have a garden, right? I'm totally into growing my own food, but it doesn't grow overnight. It's not like Jack and the Beanstalk out here, right? I'm like, grow your own food. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you trying to put the idea out there in people's mind, but that's not going to solve their hunger today. We need to eat every day, or at least every other day, unless you fasting or something like that. But y'all know what I'm saying. That's a long-term solution, but even that is really not realistic because depending on where you live, the climate, the season that you're in, the time of the year, you can't just grow food all year long. Even still, that doesn't solve everything. We're right. I've seen where the meats are bad, the chicken's bad, the cows are bad, mad cow disease, the chicken, salmonella, E. coli, whatever. So unless you literally just cash it all in and start a farm, and even that, I mean, we don't have the knowledge. Yes, we can access it. We have access to the knowledge, but farming is typically generational. You know, it's something that you learn through time and trials and tribulation. Like, and it's not just I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be a farmer. You could, but you probably not gonna be an overnight success. So unless you're going to dig a well to access your own water, grow your food, grow your animals, telling people to grow their own food is not the solution, right? What is our government doing? It what are these big businesses doing to keep us safe? Grow your own food is not the answer. The answer is if these companies were being held accountable, right? These farmers, suppliers, wherever this stuff is coming from, if there were more entities in place that were properly checking for quality, a lot of these outbreaks and illnesses and parasites and all of this stuff wouldn't even be happening. Excuse me. I don't recall when I was younger so many people being sick from foodborne illnesses. So what is before we can talk about the solution and just try to pass everybody up by saying grow your own food, let's get to the root of the problem. Because before we can work on a solution, we need to fully understand what the problem is, where it's coming from, and how to rectify some of that. That's the solution. The solution is figuring out the problem, right? Getting to the bottom of that, getting to the root of that, no pun intended, but just stop with the, oh, I'm going to grow my own food. Oh, I'm starting my garden this year. Come on now. You know how long it takes? I started in May. It's July. I haven't plucked up anything yet. So now, here's a solution. If we all really got on board and started growing our own food and had a community exchange program, okay, I'm growing tomatoes, you growing squash. Excuse me, the neighbors are growing peppers. This person has chickens, this person has goat's milk, whatever, right? And then we all came together at a farmer's market, at a swap meet, and exchanged and bartered. I mean, maybe we need to get back to the basics. Maybe we need to get back to simpler times. But that's it. That was my rant.